Welcome back to the workshop. Recently I went to Aldi and I got this WorkZone compartmental storage thing. So there's 3 of these things stacked together. When I first saw it I thought, well, that looks neat, but you don't need this because you already have stuff like this. In fact, I have this one, which I had shown in a previous video. This has all my electrical little nuts and whatnot, all the screws, all the nuts, all the washers, all those kind of things that I need. I certainly don't need this, but I bought it anyway. So I was like, well, it looks pretty nice. I'll open up, show you what it looks like. So this is basically it. These things come out, so you put them in any configuration you want. I think there are 4 actually solid. It's more than 4. Well, if you took these all out, you would have, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you have 4. So yeah, you move these blue things in or out to make the little compartments that you want. But what am I going to put in here? So let's look at some options of things that you can put in here. And also, to get these to separate, there are some little snaps here on the side. Pull those off. You can see I already got some stuff in here. There's some stuff I put in here. And so you get them into 3 different individual compartments, or 3 individual toolboxes. So, examples of things that you might put in here. So this is some different things. This is for holding up a mirror in a bathroom. There's a hinge kit. Different kinds of weird sizes hinges. I don't know why I bought these. These are component parts for if your dryer has problems. I think one is a heating element, one's an electrical element. I've had to replace all of these on a 20-plus-year-old dryer, and it still works. These weird things that come with blinds. If you buy a set of blinds, you get these things. I'm not even sure they're worth keeping, but there they are. Very large nails that we acquired from the house we had before, and I just didn't want to get rid of them. There's an ice maker kit that I probably don't even need anymore, but I hate to get rid of it in case I find a use for it. A latch for a shed. So that's some items you can put in there. And here's kind of more of the same. Springs. A cooking thermometer, which I used to use on a compost heap. Odd screws with a torque head from furniture. And more of these things from the other compartments. And something for a lighting system, some magnets. So what to put in the third one? Well, here's some ideas of things that you can put in one of these cases. So here's an idea for doing like your electrical work or something. You put your, now, I'm kind of old school, so I've got a different way of doing things. I don't have all those high-tech things. But basically, you have your little sensor for if something's electrified or not, some tape, small screwdrivers, some more tools here, a knife, meter, with the associated cords, some more screwdrivers and picks, and of course, the nut, the little, these things, and caps, the nuts, whatever you want to call that thing. And there's more modern versions of that I just haven't gotten around to buy because these seem to be enough for what I do. As an actual toolkit, it's kind of too small for that, which is why I don't usually buy these types of things because you're limited. Here's some tools here. Let's see if we took these out. Okay, they can fit in there. Top still closes, so you could do it for that. Put some tools in the long section, and you got this section here for maybe some smaller tools. But it's really for small components and not for big tools. The pictures come with it show the little pliers that the WorkZone sells, but I have bigger tools, and I think most of you do as well. But if you have smaller tools, it'd be great to put in there, especially if you have something like, the little pliers, that kind of thing. That'll go straight in there. So, for around the house type of, but you're not going to be able to fit something like this in there. I don't. Well, yeah, you know what? I think that would fit. These other things can't be in there, but yeah, you could get that in there. Get some screwdrivers. Let's get some basic screwdrivers. Let's see. There's a couple basic screwdrivers. Yeah, you could use it for that. The one thing is you always have to close both these and these. These are not only for capturing the one above it, but for closing the lid at all. So there are some tools you could put in there. Can even fit some of these longer things, like this thing and this thing, still fit inside. So that's good. So it can be used for some larger, longer tools if you care to do that. Another option was some of my hobby stuff. I had thought about using the 3 of these to hold a bunch of my hobby stuff so I could use that machinist chest for actual tools. But this is about all I could fit in here. I got small pliers. I have a couple pliers when I used to do those little metal earth things. I bought these for that. This is for this is for plastic models, which I don't do anymore. You know, the paint tubes are small enough you could fit in there if you wanted to do that. Small clamps for holding little things together, and this is a multi-tool I got years ago, but it has tweezers and a good knife. It's a Leatherman Mini, and that fits in there well. But the large tubes of paint, all the paint brushes, they would never fit in here. You know, you could open this, but I have so many paint brushes. I have so many paint tubes. The 3 of these would not be enough. So, but if you had some small stuff, so you know, these won't fit in here. They'll only fit in the larger ones. So it could be used for this. I had thought about using it for holding my tap and die set, but I've already got them sort of nicely arranged in these kinds of containers. So yeah, I've already got them set up in the right sizes, and I think that should be enough for what I need for my tap and die set. So they kind of stay like that. Another specialty use you can use is for, if you're a puzzler like I am, you can use it for storing your puzzles. There's a bunch of Hanayama cast metal puzzles. A lot of times people ask, where can I put my Hanayama? So this is a good place to put them, in one of these types of arrangements. Each compartment will hold several of them. I think I have 2 here and here, but looks like I have room for a lot more. Now, I make puzzle boxes and puzzle cabinets to hold all of my Hanayamas, but if I didn't have that, I could certainly do this, and it gives me room for more if I wanted to get more of these things, and I didn't have enough puzzle boxes to put them in. Anyway, this is a good place, and a kind of a niche or unique way of using this storage compartment. So overall, it's a pretty nice storage system. It stacks on each other very well. Good handles. Like I said, it has limited space. You can get some long tools in here, but it seems like the rest of the compartments are for, you know, nuts and bolts and screws and that sort of thing. I bought this for $12.99, so that's not bad when you consider there are 3 of them, and some places an individual one would be more than $12.99. So $12.99 for 3 of these things together, that's probably a good price, especially in today's market. So it's pretty good, durable material. Again, I'm just keeping it on a shelf here in the garage. I'm not taking it to job sites or anything. So I don't know how long, you know, how well these hinges are going to hold up over time or that sort of thing. But like most things you buy at Aldi, it looks like it's pretty good quality. This is actually the first WorkZone thing I've ever bought from them. I don't generally buy their tools because, I mean, I already have tools like them and I don't really need more. I just saw this, thought it would look nice, and thought I'd give it a try. So anyway, that's my review of the WorkZone 3-layered tiered compartment thingy. Thanks for watching.